Making apps that are accessible for everyone can be a challenge for many developers. If we don't have any real issues using devices or seeing what's on the display, it can be really easy for us to overlook simple things that are really important for those of us who don't have this luxury. So we need to continually learn how we can be better at this and how we can leverage the tools we already have to help. In this video, I'll show you how we can pretty easily make an existing breadcrumb list more accessible for everyone with a few directives from the Angular router module. All right, let's get to it. For the example in this video, we'll be using this simple demo application. We have a few different pages that we can navigate to. This app has already been set up with routing, so when we click the links in the main nav, we properly navigate to the appropriate page. We also have the breadcrumbs region here at the top of each page. Well, these links are missing some important accessibility features that will make them easier to read and understand for all users, not just those with disabilities. For one, we should probably have a visible style representation for the current page in the breadcrumb list here. That way, sighted users will be able to easily understand where they are in the list at a glance. But for those who won't be able to see this style, they won't be able to understand it either. So we'll need to add some additional ARIA information to the code. The good news for us is that this is all pretty easy when using the router link directive, which is what we'll be doing in this example. Okay, let's look at some code. For this app, we have several components for the different pages. Let's look at the post component, which is what's used when navigating to an individual blog post. Here at the top of the template, we have a breadcrumbs component. This component has a breadcrumbs input. Let's look at how our breadcrumbs are being set. Okay, here we're creating an array of link objects, each with a label and a path. In this case, we have two links for blog and post, which we can see here in our breadcrumbs. But there's also a home link, which we're not including in this array. Let's look at the breadcrumbs component to see why. Here in the template, since the home page is the root route for the app, it will always be part of the breadcrumbs, so it's hard-coded in. Then we have a loop where we loop out the links provided from the input. For these links, we can see that they're already configured using the router link directive. The paths are set with a slash for the home page, and the path provided from the input for the dynamic breadcrumbs. Okay, so that's how everything is set up currently. So the first thing we'll do is add the active visual styles to our links when they're active. And since we're using the router link directive, we'll be able to add a class for this state pretty easily with the router link active directive. This directive automatically adds a class for us when the link becomes active and then removes it when it's no longer active. Okay, here in the CSS for the breadcrumbs component, I've already added some styles for the active state using an active class. So this is the class that we'll need to add dynamically with the router link active directive. All we need to do to pull this off is switch back to the template and then add the router link active directive to our breadcrumb links. This directive takes in an input of one or more strings for the class or classes that it will bind when the link is active. So we'll give it our active class name. And that's it. Okay, let's save and see if our active style is working correctly now. Okay, well that sort of worked. Some styles were applied, but they shouldn't be applying to the blog and the post link, right? It should only apply to the post link since that's the current page that we're on. Well, this is happening because by default, if the URL is matched at all, even if it's just a subset of the full URL, like it is in this case, it will be active. Well, this is an easy fix for us. The router link active directive has an input where we can pass options for the active link. One of the options we can provide will check if the path is an exact match before marking it active. To add this, we just need to add the router link active options input to our link. Then we'll pass an object with exact, and we'll set it to true. So now the URL will need to be an exact match for it to be active. It can no longer be a subset of the URL. Let's save and see how it works now. Okay, not quite there, are we? Now neither link is active. Well, this is happening because we have a query string on the URL for our post. So we're never going to get an exact match here. So what I'm going to do to fix this is I'm going to modify the link interface. I'm going to add an optional exact property. Then let's go to our breadcrumbs for the post page. Here on the post link, I'll set exact to false. Okay, now let's switch back to the breadcrumbs component. Now I'll switch the logic so that if exact is set in the link, it will use the value provided. If not, it will be true. Okay, now let's save and see if we got it. Nice, looks correct now. And when we navigate around, the other pages work correctly too. Okay, so that provides us with a visual state for the active link, but for those who can't see, the breadcrumbs may be a bit confusing for them. So in order to fix this, we need to add some additional ARIA information. The first thing we need to do really doesn't have much to do with Angular. We just need to add an ARIA label with a value of breadcrumb to the element containing the list of links. This just provides the user with more information around what type of navigation this is. Okay, the next thing we need to do is add an ARIA current attribute with a value of page to the current link in the breadcrumbs. More good news for us, this is really easy with the ARIA current when active input for the router link active directive. All we need to do is add the input and then give it a value of page. It's that simple. Okay, let's save and take a look. So nothing will change visually for us because all we did was add an ARIA attribute when the item is active. We'll need to inspect the code to see this. Okay, there it is on the active link. Now let's just double check and make sure it's not added on the blog link right now since it's not active. Okay, looking good, it's not there. So sometimes we need to add both visual and non-visual feedback for our users to make it all make sense for everyone. The good news is that the Angular team is continually working on ways to make this easy for us by adding the things we need right into the framework. And that's a really good thing for everyone. But it's our job to make sure that we're thinking about this and doing our part. I hope this helps you do just this. That's all for now. Until next time, thanks for watching.